Our company literally just announced a tremendous bombshell series of enhancements to our compensation plan, to the business opportunity, and you know, this is the first evening that I am actually sharing this particular set of slides, which is phenomenal. You're going to love them because I love having been able to have viewed them earlier. So that's what I wanted to share with you. So thank you for being with me this evening to share this historical moment, my personal historical moment. Before we begin, what I'd like to do is just share a little bit with you about the person that you're listening to, just so we, at least you get to know who I am. Again, my name is Kasama Lee. I live in a small city called American Canyon, which is literally about an hour between Sacramento and San Francisco. 10 minutes to the Napa wineries. My background has been in real estate. I've been self-employed for probably close to a decade. I'm a mother of two young, awesome boys that grew up basically knowing that mom has the flexibility to be able to be with them when they need me for field trips or classrooms and so on and so forth. My husband works as a CPA, a certified public accountant in San Francisco, and he commutes literally close to 3 hours a day to and from work. So between the two of us, at one point in our life, I was pretty blessed in the real estate industry and got really busy to the point where I didn't have time for our kids. And my husband, during tax season, he would work, which is just started, so he's working 6 days a week. So we represent the typical lifestyle of dual income families that, the curb appeal looks good, the house looks good on the outside, but it's broken inside because we don't have time for the people that matter to us the most. And about 4 years ago, when the market started to change in real estate, I decided to take a look around and as a family, we decided that we wanted to have a backup plan so that whatever we decided to do, it wasn't going to have to depend on us showing up for work to keep making the income just to get bills paid and be broke at a different level. So we looked around at about 15 different industries, and we were drawn to a particular industry called network marketing. And this is the one single industry, ladies and gentlemen, that actually delivers time and money at the same time and has created more millionaires out of ordinary people than any one single industry in the world today. And we literally we got some tremendous mentorship from some very documented great leaders in the opportunity, and we actually hit one of the top positions in the company. So we knew that if we came in with very little experience in leadership and network marketing, we knew that we could teach it to other people as well. So this is the one industry that I will always it will always be part of our family because of what it's given us in the last 4 years. Here we are today at Invado International, and I am privileged and thrilled to be sharing this business overview with you. Now, to kind of give you an idea about what has drawn so many people to our industry today, as a matter of fact, it's at its height of all times in network marketing, okay? Typically, there are the equation or the formula to success is, having the time and also being the right vehicle. If you look at these three individuals, they have different professions, okay? And doesn't make one bad and one worse than the other. But if you really think of the word success, think about the people who actually represent the fact that they have time to travel the world, to do the things that they really want to do, the Oprah Winfrey, the Steve Jobs, to really do the things that they're truly passionate about because they have the time to do it, because they don't have to keep showing up to get their bills paid. And also the vehicle that those who are successful in their professions, it matters what vehicle you decide to get in to be able to create success. And that's what we're talking about this evening. Now, if we're going to now talk about the magic number, okay? The magic number represents that magic number every month in every family. If you look on the left side of the scale, it's about the car payments, the mortgage payments, the insurance bills, the taxes, and so on and so forth. We have that magic. We all have that magic number in our account every month. That number has to meet for bills to get paid, for life to continue, right? And our conversation tonight is about how do you keep that scale moving on the right side and have Invado be the solution to actually keep that scale balanced, but you actually will also have time while that scale stays balanced as well, as opposed to what I just shared with you, where we just keep working so hard and the sacrifices that we made was at the lack of time that we did not have. And this is where Invado International comes in. Now, a little bit about Invado. We have been established since 2009. The company is based out of Chagrin Falls, which is a subdivision of Cleveland, Ohio. We have multiple product lines in group buying, energy, and you're going to be hearing more a little bit about this in just a little bit here. We have national coverage. We're already nationwide and also have expanded internationally. We are rolling out live with our flagship product literally in Canada in a matter of a few weeks here. And we're rolling out in Europe, Latin America, and Asia. So we're excited about the rapid pace of growth that Invado International is going through. Okay? Now, what separates us from most traditional companies or businesses? It starts with you. It always starts with you, right? And as you build an organization, especially in the network marketing industry, you start creating a team or an organization of business partners. Then what happens is you create a handful of personal customers, right? And this is typically what a business model would look like. You create an organization, you have the customers, but what Invado International has done and has unlocked the code is for the customers to generate customers. So now you literally have a business model where customers get other customers and acquire other customers into the business. This is history in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the rapidly growing industry called online group buying or group buying industry. Okay, it's a fairly new industry, but it's the fastest moving industry today, especially since the recession began. It's been established since 2008. It's the fastest growing industry in history. Over 80 million subscribers and growing rapidly as we speak, and span over 40 countries globally. This is not a new thing, but it's moving very quickly. Over 400,000 transactions per day are being generated, which translates into about over $10 million a day of revenue that's being generated. Okay, projected 300% annual growth in the next 5 years. And the opportunity is at the infancy stage. 90% of current internet users do not know about what online group buying is. And this is where we recognize truly this to be an opportunity. Now, you might be familiar with some of these names as far as the brand name, the market leaders, the market makers of online group buying. Okay, Groupon literally started in 2008, and it's valued at almost $18 billion. It went public, ladies and gentlemen, very recently, and Google at one point offered to buy Groupon for $6 billion. That's how solid this industry is. And the other company you may have heard of is called Living Social, started a little bit earlier in 2007 and valued at $3 billion. And you have other companies that you may be familiar with, Restaurant.com, WagJag, which is very popular in Canada, Travelzoo, Yelp, and so on and so forth. There's so many group buying companies that are out there. These are viewed upon as the first generation. Okay, now how this works, how Groupon model works is this. Okay, so the traditional group buying industries will take about 50% of the sales. So let's say, for example, the original price of a voucher that's being offered through Groupon is $20, okay? The Groupon's price that people I'm sorry, the value, the retail value is $20. The Groupon price is 50% off of that. So it's really $10 that the consumer would purchase the voucher for, okay? Groupon, however, it's got to make money through this. That's why they're multi-billion-dollar companies. It's a multi-billion-dollar company today, okay? Groupon gets $5 of the 10, right? So what is a business left with? From $20 starting out value, the business ends up with $5 back in their pocket. That's a 75% reduction, okay? You and I know that most businesses cannot keep putting out deals when they're netting 25% and they're giving away 75%. That's not a sustainable model, right? But however, look at what's happened, okay? This is an example, a live snapshot of a deal that was on, okay? This is a $10 deal worth $20, so 50% off, and you can see here 137 purchases were made, right? The next one, it gets even better, right? $59 purchase, and retail is $109 value. Guess what? Over 2,000 purchases were made. Okay, now this is the best one. Okay, Living Social, literally the Whole Foods Market, you all know the name, right? It's a 50% off deal of the $20 voucher for $10, right? It sold out, ladies and gentlemen. 1 million purchases were made. And there was still time remaining that people could have purchased, but they completely sold out of the vouchers. That's the power of online group buying, okay? Again, these are the companies that are Generation 1, which basically they are, the motto is that it's 50% off, and the business literally gives away 75%. You know, they end up with having to give away another 50% to the business, to the online group buying company. Now, what is next, right? Here are all the current internet space, famous names, right? The Groupon, the Facebook, the Twitter. It's all about the viral growth that these companies allow the businesses to grow. Okay, this is where we come in and where we will blow this whole model out of the water, ladies and gentlemen. Invado International is the parent company of Daily Referral. Okay, Daily Referral is a commerce networking company. It's viewed upon as the next generation of group buying, okay? And it completely, we set ourselves apart from anybody else. This is basically how it works. So basically, the role here is as a representative at Invado International, okay? We function as the connector, okay? And here's going to be the main thing. The connector basically connects the business, in this case the coffee shop, to Daily Referral, okay? So they can put their deal on, okay? And you can also be the representative that connects the consumer, people who are looking for great deals, right, to Daily Referral, okay? The main thing here is connecting the businesses and the consumers together through Daily Referral. When the business puts the deal on, guess what? The customer buys, right? When the customer buys, the money gets paid out to the representatives when the customer buys and gives the money to Daily Referral, okay? You as the connector, as a representative through Invado International, gets paid for every single transaction that you have something to do with, whether you connected the business to Daily Referral or connected the consumer to Daily Referral. How about earning money on sales that you don't make? You don't have to sell to make money here. If you can stand that, you need to stay on this webinar. Okay, now the value to the business is this. We offer, it's free for the business to sign up. They don't have to come out of pocket advertising and all of those things that traditional marketing costs upfront would be, okay? The business can reach customers with the tool at their fingertips. No traditional ad risk, right, that I talked about, no upfront cost. 20% cost versus 50% cost are what Daily Referral commission charges to the business is 20%, ladies and gentlemen, when all the other Generation 1 group buying companies are charging 50%. You tell me, any regular business, which one would they pick? Okay? Total control of their deals. They can decide how often they want to put the deal on and what kind of discount they want to give. It does not have to be 50%. Now, the business also gets the free storefront profile. To the right there, you see a snapshot of what a storefront profile would look like. That's a Rocky's Pizza, okay? Store hours, contact information, and you can upload a bunch of pictures on there. You can run the deal. The business can run a deal anytime, okay? They can create a strong following. There's a follow me button. So anybody who clicks the follow me button basically will get direct communication. Consumers can actually set their profile up starting from the business storefront, okay? And you can add to favorites so that that would be your favorite business that you will get information from. Again, it's free to sign up. Now, what's the value to the consumer, okay? The consumer only receives deals that they want. You see, in Generation 1, a lot of consumers basically get deals of whatever that are the deal of the day that day. They're going to get it, whether they want it or not. Okay, they can avoid deals they do not want. So you get to target to plan to spend money on industries and areas that you want to spend money on. There's no obligation. Only buy what makes sense. Just because the consumer set their profile up doesn't mean that they have to do anything with it until they see a great deal that hits them and they just have to just spend the money because they were going to do it anyway. Okay? Follow favorite businesses. Chance for free deals. Okay? Here's the thing that Daily Referral offers. Okay? It's called 3 for free. When a consumer refers 3 other consumers and they buy, they get a free deal. Powerful. Best of all, it's free for the consumer to sign up as well. Now, the Daily Referral universe, okay, which is so awesome. It's like a galaxy in itself. Those are some of the main industries that our businesses would be categorized through. So now the consumer can pick the industry that they want to follow, whether it's sports, arts, pets industry, retail outlets, travel. They don't have to get deals, once again, from industry that they choose not to follow. How cool is that, to have that kind of control? Consumer profile pages, okay? They can set up their personal likes and interests, okay? You can decide what city you want to follow deals through, okay? Scottsdale, Phoenix, Akron, Cleveland. You can decide if it's a food industry, the shoe industry, is that an industry? Fashion industry, I guess, right? The children's industry, so on and so forth. So they can decide that as well. Customize their experience and create their personal profile. Now, what makes us different from the Generation 1 companies that I mentioned before are all of those checklists, and you can look through them. Daily Referral has the answer to all of the features that are lacking in Generation 1 companies, okay, which is powerful, and this is why we're moving as rapidly as we are as a company today. We are literally in the platform from the online group buying industry, ranked number 3 in the United States right now, behind Groupon and Living Social, and we've only launched this 6 months ago. Okay, natural gas and electricity. We are, this is a highly regulated industry, okay? We are in the residential natural gas and electric in those states, and we are in commercial in all of those states currently, and I know that we are expanding aggressively and competitively in pricing so that we can help, our consumers save money on bills that they're going to keep paying, like it or not, right? And we're also already in Canada, which is phenomenal, okay? So how would you like to be able to get paid with a one-time customer acquisition on bills they're going to keep getting paid for the life of that customer every single month? and it's simple to do. Okay, the commercial energy quote is a form that you literally fill out and get the acquire customer information and get their the most recent last 2 months of bills submitted to the corporate office, and they will take over from there, come back with a competitive bid if it makes sense, and then your commercial business can decide whether they want to accept the bill, and once they accept the quote, voila, you get paid residually every single month for the life of that customer. Now, I'm going to share with you about how to get started and to become partner and to get a piece of this amazing pie through Invado International. Invado has already done the work, set up the infrastructure, the IT, everything has already been done, okay? To position yourself to get in front of this business that's growing like wildfires, it's a one-time $499 to get started as an Invado representative. Okay, we offer customers, representative, marketing, and product support all from the headquarters, and all you got to do is just run your business from anywhere that you live. Okay, we have the network support on the training, the presentations, and most importantly, personal coaching. How do you get personal coaching on developing yourself to become the CEO of your own company anywhere else? Okay, all of this comes with it. Now, there are 3 ways that we actually generate income, okay, how we make money. First one is personal residual income. This is the income that 5% of people in the world today make, which means these are the, if you think about it, the Oprah Winfrey, the late Michael Jackson's estate, the Bill Gates, the Donald Trump, these are the people that do not have to keep showing up for the money to show up, okay? And if you're not making money this way, and you're in the other 95% of the world, you need to position yourself to be in the stream of residual income, because that's how wealth is created. The second way is overriding on the residual income. So it's not just about what you make and what you put in your 24 hours in a day to build your business. It's about your entire organization. How would you like to be able to override multiple streams of residual income? Okay. Customer acquisition bonuses. This is a great initial way to generate income in this business. Now I'm going to break them down for you. Okay, a true sort of graph of a balanced compensation. Okay, the way it works is you see that there are 2 curves here. Okay, there's the residual income and the customer acquisition bonuses. Residual income typically grows on an exponential curve, okay? And the customer acquisition bonuses, these are the 2 ways we generate income. Customer acquisition bonuses usually pay out on a linear base, okay? It's based on the linear growth. Now, the whole idea here is for you to stick around until those 2 lines cross, and that's when you will have time and money, which generates freedom, okay? It's about sticking around to those 2 lines cross and continue to build your business and build your long-term residual income. Now, this is how the bonuses work, okay? It starts with you, and you can build your organization by introducing this business to others that are looking for this and waiting for this right now, infinitely wide, and you can also build it infinitely deep, okay? And as you keep building your business, for each certified independent representative, which is a very simple process to do, okay? For each person who becomes certified, which means that they're now in position to make money, you can earn up to $390 for each certified independent representative, depending on where you are in the organization or where they are in your organization. And you have no control. This is the coolest part. You have no control who decides to come in and becomes the CEO of their company, okay? It could be somebody over here who decides to just make things happen for their business and their family, okay? Now, so where the 390 comes in is this, okay? These are the earned positions in the company, and based on the weekly bonuses that get paid out, okay? at the certified independent representative, you can literally earn $100 right out of the gate as soon as you become certified, which is basically 8 points, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then it goes up, okay? So as you can see, the 300 you can earn as the maximum of $390 based on where you are in your earned position in the business, and that's where that number came from, which is powerful. Because imagine if you ended up with, you know, 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people, or thousands of people in your organization, and that is done, ladies and gentlemen, on a daily basis by people who came in to build and create an organization truly through our industry. Now, the way this works is this, okay? The way you generate your income is basically through daily referral. How the income flows here and how the commission gets paid out is this, okay? The business basically puts the deals on, right? They put their deals on through daily referral. And now you see daily referral markets it out for the business, reaches out to the consumer base, right? The consumer makes the purchase. When they make the purchase, the money flows back into daily referral, okay? Then daily referral will turn around and pay, you know, keep their portion of the commission, pay out the remaining, and in most cases, 80% of the money, okay, that's collected back out to the businesses. The commission for each transaction, okay, as a representative could range from 50 cents up to $4.50 per transaction. Now, how this translates is, again, it goes back to your earned position, okay, and how it works. And this is where the residual plan, the residual income piece pays out. As an example, when you connect, okay, the business, right, and the consumer, and let's just say 200 business transactions were generated and 200 consumer transactions are generated, and it could be a combination of, you know, one business generating, collecting 200 purchases, right, or 200 consumers each buying one deal, okay? Doesn't matter how we end up with the 200 transactions each. A combination of different things can happen. You as a representative, when you have a combination of these two, okay, based on the residual plan that gets paid out through daily referral, okay, you could literally earn as much as the number here that, of course, I can't see because my control panel is blocking it. Sorry about that. Let me go there to another screen. Sorry. I don't have these numbers memorized yet. Okay, here we go. You can earn as much as $1,260 from a combination of these transactions generated at the highest position. Okay, that's insane, because you know what? This could happen as you keep building this business, and we're at the infancy of this. This could happen in a matter of, imagine if you generate that kind of income in a day, okay, $1,200 a day. And that's just based on, 200 business transactions and 200 consumer transactions. Over time, as you keep building your organization, there will be people that will generate these types of number of transactions in an hour, okay? So you can only imagine what kind of income you could potentially be generating through this residual plan through daily referral. I don't want to blow your mind with this, but just, try to go get some sleep tonight after this, right? The benefits at the top. When you get to Regional Marketing Director, you're eligible for a Regional Marketing Director getaway. It's a vacation for two without any, with spending money, without any money coming out of your pocket. National Marketing Director, it's a, National Marketing Director getaway and expense program, a car program. Senior Vice President, a higher end getaway, monthly car allowance, and an annual revenue pool, okay? And that's based on the profitability of the company. Powerful stuff. Now, your first step, we want to help you create success as quickly as possible. Okay, and your first step of success to get to the first earned position, which is certified team leader. Okay, and here are the point system, and you're going to be seeing this later on when you're sitting with the person who thought enough to have invited you. But basically, here is how you're getting the points. Okay, and the whole idea is to be certified, you need 8 points, right? If you finish this diagram, you bring in 2 business partners, and they become certified, which means they now each have 8 points, and they're in position to make money, and you have 10 points. You are now a certified team leader. You would earn $300 by accomplishing this, okay? So it's a pretty simple concept. Now you've got income flowing in while everybody's in position to make money, and you're already advanced to the first earned position if this is done in your first 30 days. Okay, and it gets prorated if it takes you longer to do it. Now, let's talk about timing, positioning, and luck. Okay, these are the magic combination. Do we have the timing? Absolutely. We are at the forefront. Imagine if you got in front of Facebook 7 years ago. Your life, we wouldn't even have to be talking about your life right now, right? Because you would be on an island named after yourself. Positioning is where you position yourself today in the company that's already grown internationally in a very short period of time, and it's having tremendous success today, okay? And luck is just, you're lucky that you were invited tonight, literally, to hear about our business model. You couldn't ask for anything more, okay? Now, here's the thing I want to share with you. At this point, if you recognize that there's an opportunity here, and there's absolutely a true opportunity that doesn't exist anywhere else today, okay, you have to ask yourself this, okay? You're right now at a crossroads. We are buried. Most of us are buried in the things that we have to do, the financial obligations we have, the next mortgage that needs to be paid, the tuition, so on and so forth. And we need help, right? And this is where Invado International comes in, okay? This is where you are today. Now, you're at a crossroads, and you can go either way. You can say, you know what, no, I don't see an opportunity for myself. And if that's the case, okay, this is what it would look like. Your salary, remember that scale that we talked about and the magic number? Your salary will still cover what you have done up to this point. You still need the help, right? But you don't change anything. Nothing changes. You remain the same. And that's if you say no, okay? Now, if you recognize the opportunity and you say, you know what, this makes sense. I want to take a step forward and add Invado into my life. Guess what? You still have that same salary. You haven't lost anything. If anything, you've got more to gain, whether it's a few hundred extra dollars, thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars, and then maybe eventually you can just call in well and not having to show up for work again, okay? So you decide which direction you want to take at this crossroads, because it's really, at the end of the day, we only have ourselves to answer to. So that really concludes the presentation of Invado International. I want to thank you for being here. What I'd like to do now is just to take the next 5 minutes to walk you through the 3 steps to success. If you're interested in finding out about how to go about launching your business, here are the quick few tips that I want to give you before you sit down with the person who thought enough to have invited you, okay? The 3 steps to success is this. Create your own success story. How do you do it, okay? 10 points, 10 people, 5 events. That's how, okay? We will sit down and show you how to personally get your own 10 points done and out of the way so you can be positioned for the first earned position, and how to get 10 people in front of this business. We will specifically show you the language how to do it, and critically important is to get you in front of 5 very, very important paradigm shifting events that will advance your knowledge and your understanding in this business, okay? Now, this is what we call the 1, 2, 3 launch system. 3 simple steps, okay? We'll teach you the effective language on how to acquire customers, okay, and how to build a team, you know, from the leadership standpoint, okay? And also, most importantly, the personal development so you can keep growing this business. You better believe the CEOs of company work on personal development, okay? So we will teach you all of these 3 things. Now, before we do that, before the 1, 2, 3 launch that you're going to have with the person who invited you or the senior business partner, okay, who's going to be working with you, okay, which should be done within the first 24 to 48 hours from the time that you get started. Make sure you schedule that appointment, okay? Prior to that, you can prepare by making a few lists. Here's what we ask you to do so that when we connect, you will have these lists in hand, okay? Make a list of people that you know that would like to spend money and get great deals. I'm sure we all know those people, right? We're in the same recession. Make a list of business owners that you know. There isn't a business that has any common sense that would not want to get more customers through daily referral, what we have to offer, okay? And then make the list of your top 5 best successful people that you would want to lock arms and partner up with so that you can have your board of directors and getting your business off on the right footing, okay? So we ask you to put together these lists of names so that when we connect with you or you sit with the person who's going to be working with you, we're ready to roll from day one, okay? Now, the last piece is we strongly encourage you to plan on attending the next event. And if you're looking at this, this business for the first time tonight, you're in luck. Because you know what? The next major life-changing event is scheduled to be in Orlando, Florida, February 15th. Is it February 15th? February 17th and 18th in Orlando, Florida, and you see that in the middle there, okay? There are going to be some phenomenal announcements. There's some new launches of the business that's going to be announced there. You're going to be surrounded by millionaire-minded individuals, all jam-packed in one places from all around the world, from Europe, from Canada, and so many others that are going to be there. And you're going to get to meet, and if you earn the position, you're going to be shaking hands with the co-founders of the company, but they're so down to earth, they would shake hands with you just because you say hello to them. And just imagine if you position yourself and surround yourself with those types of people, where do you think your future is going to be headed? It's going to advance your understanding by 3 to 6 months just for the Orlando event. So make sure that you ask the person who invited you and get yourself there no matter what it takes, okay? Because it's going to change the course of your entire business as we speak from the day that you get started. And there's so many other local events that are going on around the country and also in Canada. Make sure you ask the person who invited you on this webinar tonight about those major events that are scheduled already. And many of them, the co-founders, will be out there. At this point, I'd like to conclude the presentation. I want to thank you for being on with me and for bearing with me for our first my first historical webinar of the new compensation plan. I look forward to meeting you and locking arms with you if you decide to come on board with us, and so we can create a legacy next to your name and impact so many lives and write the course of our future together. Again, my name is Kasama Lee. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining us.